Newbees turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. LGD's turn to pick.
Night Stalker.
Newbees turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Vengeful spirit.
Chen.
LGD's turn to pick.
Welcome back to the MarsTV Dota 2 League, where LGD are leading Newbee 1-0. It's a best of 3 lower bracket elimination match, Ben, and we've got a game 2 underway. Draft has begun, so let's get into it. LGD looking good
remaining.
after that opening match, and well, you were wondering about Tidehunter,
5 seconds
but
remaining.
it is not going to be banned. Newbee are going to instead change up their draft strategy. They go Venge, they go Chen, and LGD, well, they do feel the Night Stalker vision is key. They first overall pick it.
This time, Chuan has a hero that he can do a lot more with in the Chen. Maybe he felt like he wasn't strong enough as a Vengeful Spirit to go out and, you know, pressure the Gyro, or definitely not kill Queen of Pain, kill Tidehunter. Like, these are things that Vengeful Spirit isn't really good at, but Chen is a different beast in that matter, in that he can just kind of tower dive at will, control lanes without actually being there. So, that's... I wonder what they identified as a problem last game. Was it draft? Was it not taking risks? Was it the opponent's draft that they had trouble dealing with?
I mean, I read the Chen pick as, you know, they felt like it was a little too passive in the laning stage. I mean, on paper you have the Spirit Breaker, but the Phoenix doesn't do much early, right? Lifestealer needs to at least get level 6 before you can start moving around, and Death Prophet's just going to sit mid and farm, so with this, I think it gives them the ability to put pressure on, I mean, whether it's RTK or anybody on the map, like before LGD get to their big death ball in the mid game.
The Witch Doctor is very good at stopping the early Chen movement, though.
It's true, and Night Stalker good at scouting those movements once the first night hits. Very hard to catch. LGD do ban the Jug, I think legitimately worried about the 5-man group up in the mid game with the Chen mech and the aura from the Venge, plus a great How hero as well. Newbee, meanwhile, they banned the Morphling. Wouldn't be surprised to see a Terrorblade ban, given how much Sylar has been owning it lately. Who else is big here? It's currently LGD.
The Anti-Mage could be an issue too, with the way Newbee play. If they can't take down towers early, then Anti-Mage will kind of put pressure on them to take bad fights, and
Newbees turn
it seems like LGD are very comfortable at taking that sort of game. Like, instead of picking a Bounty Hunter to deal with the Chen, pick a Witch Doctor, which is very good at like stopping tower dives, as opposed to, you know, stopping his early farm, warding his jungle, playing aggressively in the jungle at the start, and that's what a Bounty Hunter is good at. So
that's what like Vici would do, but that's not really the LGD way. They are gonna continue to mix it up. Invoker being grabbed. So that'll be Boo's hero.
you want a hero with very high kill potential in your lanes with the Chen. You want something that, like, if you zone out a one-on-one, if you give him, like, you know, 2 free waves, Invoker can do a lot with that. Also, just Cold Snap's really good at killing anyone, even, like, let's say, Queen of Pain.
10 seconds remaining.
And it could be a huge pushing lineup as well with this.
Yep.
5
That's what
seconds
Invoker's good
remaining.
at. A little bit of minus armor with the Invoker, a lot of summons with the Chen and Invoker, and good kill potential with all 3 of these heroes. So I'm like
LGD
a
are
little bit more.
not very heavy on the deep push right now, and they've banned the gyro, they've banned the void. A lot of these heroes that are good at stopping it. Now, RTK's Tide is available, but if Newbee get their early farm on the Chen, you know, they've got a lot of ways to negate what Tide brings to the table.
Tide can tower dive that tower very early.
So is this a Zeus into a TB for LGD?
Yeah, that's usually Newbie have picked the Zeus versus the Terrorblade, so maybe without that option available to them, they're more likely to take down the TB. There's still OD though. I think OD is pretty good versus Terrorblade. He has a lot of burst, and he can deal with illusions very, very quickly, as well as providing a decent sustain for his team so they can take down towers. But also he has a lot of non-physical damage to deal with TB's high armor. So all in all, that's still an option for Newbee.
Reserve time.
I'm really wondering how much Newbee are going to commit to the push. Do we see a Lycan pickup here?
I think they can easily just like run over LGD's lineup if they draft one more hero that can get up in their face. Like SB, I guess SB maybe not what they want to aim for in the offlane, like SB Bristle, Slark, like, and actually Slark's not that great for their lineup, but something like that can just kind of just cause ruckus at the start of the fight and get in there. Lifestealer even would be good.
Yeah, they don't have that. They don't have the fight starter just yet for Newbee. All very squishy backliners.
Clinks even I think would be very, very good.
All right, well, you want a ruckus? Slardar's gonna bring it.
Either Dire, minus armor, the Roche. Yeah, Tule could not do that much on the Phoenix last game. The Visage pick actually just like crushed him really badly.
I mean, seeing this pick, LGD have to be expecting Newbee to go for very early to mid-game pressure, like no later than 10 to 15 minutes before they're really running at them. So,
yeah,
how do they respond to that? I mean, Terrorblade take too long to come online here. Anti-mage you meant, but Slardar really deals with him well.
it's always
The early game carries are mostly banned at this point.
there isn't gyro. What's Terrorblade? I still think is okay. You can still fight early.
I think Newbee are expecting a Terrorblade, and they kind of want you to pick.
But the thing about Newbee is that they can actually force LGD to come. I think that's the big last game. Like they were forced to maneuvers because they had to deal with the BAB, and they had to be thrives off being killed and can't really play passively that well. As well as having a better.
This game they can just push and take objectives. Now, if all come to fights, they're giving up a lot.
Yeah, but they do have a lot of vision in case they get ahead, but it's kind of hard for them to get ahead versus Chen and Evoker.
10 seconds remaining.
So LGD neither maybe hero
5
leans
seconds.
banned. Razor is the pick, but
Newbee's turn to ban.
it can work really well for LGD. He's had some monster performances on it.
We Evoker Razor can.
They now have quite good deal push with these picks.
It's decent. They're kind of good.
10 seconds remaining.
So
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, I think it's the Mizus from and Silencer,
Reserve
or do you think it's
time.
a support deuce?
Mm,
I guess that'd be even seems
highly-
awful against a Chen.
I highly doubt it's a Siler's. Or
Oh, no, I was saying maybe it's Silencer.
oh, maybe it's Siler's. I think that's fair. That's pretty. That's better. Razor. They don't. He can pressure the Slaughter very well. Zeus is just farm for Booker. You mentioned it does leave the very vulnerable to generations, so that's kind of where Push Dock in play.
So they're expecting an RTK hero new. They banned Brittle back. So they're expecting core support stalker, which
This went over. I see LGD.
To pick.
is very frail.
Fever.
And
LGD's
you know, when you mentioned, I
turn
was
to
thinking,
pick.
you know, just one who can depth to try and take down. Can't. It's not a good success rate in this tournament. So We'll see if Hal can make it work. It isn't all Hal special. I guess put the slaughter rifling.
It has good the mind are bad in terms of easily burst down by Zeus, having the long duration silence on the Night Stalker. It's also good versus Laser. Like far too often,
10
turn
seconds
to characters
remaining.
like Gyro and like not,
5 seconds remaining.
but versus you want someone who doesn't get owned by like Waver and
Reserve
Emperor
time.
are like kind of prime examples of those.
He will wrap up with the Clark here. So, one a few leading camera available. Yeah, look yeah, it's is it or is it a 30 stuff?
I think they can just kind of as long as he gets levels. He doesn't farm. You can always get some farm arc. We also has the boost going in too. Like is the Kuchi going to be very useful because of the competition from the in the ult.
So it TK Zeus. He is gonna have a hard cut out for him in the offlane, I gotta tell you. That I want to see. That I
10
really want to
seconds
see.
remaining.
Aggro.
5
That
seconds
seems like a weak
remaining.
lanes by far for new exploit team.
Yes.
Crushing the in.
Run the tower with Chen, kill the line. That's kind of what LG want to do, or some people
For
to do.
battle.
And Parallax slow that was miracle. That was like 3 seconds later.
People did it at 126.
Yeah. I haven't seen Moop play much Invoker in this patch. Or always know Quas Wex Invoker. So we'll be interested to see how he does in the at the Exort printer. We'll see actually. Good for it, but LD are gonna wait now. Get away game 2 is LGD leading 1-0. Despite the scoreboard not reflecting it here, Newbee 2 in a row. They will be eliminated. So Newbee head towards bottom. LG trot into the jungle. Looks like they're going to contest the Chen here. Some boards. They start
30
planting them now.
seconds to battle.
I wonder where the Chen goes. Definitely aggressive Chen from some teams. This helps start out a fast play. No, G Universe 1 game.
You're not of LG support though. Like, I'm gonna wish it like whatever as a chat. Maybe like Night Stalker has Boobier a little. I think Chen can have growth. And a lot easier now that
Battle begins.
Lars there. It's very hard to hold both the safe as well as the large. It takes so many resources.
It's a big bet, man. If they just deward it. Trouble. So DDC, true to form is going to be the pretty support Night Stalker. No earlier Iron Town. Head towards the top lane for now to try and support RK.
What's our TK's build? Let's see. Oops. Safe.
And it's up against the Weave.
So they're going aggro, which is kind of tough for Witcher Doctor.
This Night Dogger actually not too shabby against Weaver. Pretty good. It is ever getting off lanes.
Still has a very safe build with 2 sets of nice stick, so quite nicely. See,
It's all about the Chen.
what's his?
Cutting bottom now. It's bird. So it looks like they want to pressure the Slark a bit initially here. And the mid lane, maybe with 6-9 minute.
Demised.
Well, Invoker with boots early, so like it's gonna get lean.
Would you rather see boot first?
If you're going X-Ray, you have enough damage. Horrible build. And it's going on this. Alright, begin. They had help with
Getting
Sunstrike.
wrecked. 15 CS to 2. That's a best practice you'll ever see in a game of it.
I think Mei is one of the most mechanical skilled in China. Yeah, that's some that age.
Dumpster is complete.
Sour Doctor in the they TP'd the swipe the top.
I think the Zeus will go bottom.
59 damage. Okay, yeah. This is why you need boots, because damage will be gone.
Well, you're gonna levy.
He has a stable though, so it's not easy to kill him. He even doesn't field.
And the top of that, the Zeus is hanging out mid art. Field this. Their jump there gets interrupted with the Zeus bolt, so you can't up his missile right away. RTK utilizes the offlane Zeus.
Even though unstable, like you have to cold snap, you have to missile, and then
Yeah, you're both getting slowed.
That's such a low percentage play. But again, nice skill from maybe with the 0-2-1 level. The anti.
So Chen has made it bottom. It's can't get this to death, but it's gonna start applying pressure as they ultimately rotate RT. So the lane switch is completely at a low majority, and now it just needs to mess up in the bottom. Maybe meanwhile, the meanwhile lanes come from not from the lane here. On the back of the start art is being incredible. They're able to take the party under tower. Eventually, he will fall. So, start here for the Slardar and should be a swing that. Meanwhile, Night Stalker at mid lane. Or maybe in the Chen's jungle. See? Because Chuan's got aggressive or the place is not wanted.
Radiant structures are
Oh, this is beginning to see the setup for ROTK Zeus. Let's play by then. He put out the jungle when he creeps. I'm gonna creep there. I think we're gonna die from the wave, and then Saber and the intercept creep wave. He was very vulnerable and attack. Even still died too. Plus, sorry, that's kind of the crushing the strike.
Radiant's bottom
So
tower
that's-
is under attack.
Okay, he's shot. Slardar doesn't make it. He's gonna get a shot. At RTK.
Wow, the bad good measure.
Ouch. I mean, your roughly this is not really expected to dominate the late stage by any stretch, but it's fun because started off which checked apply pressure and put the power, and then he ended up rotating bottom, and now it's happening just to play. Not we originally.
The problem with that rotation is that LG moved the Witch Doctor. If Doctor's down in this lane, like if you island, they just get by cast.
Oh, maybe he's got to rune. He's got to make wide. He maybe get play here. Sprint. No. That moves get RTK.
Has been denied.
Let how gets denied. So good rotation by maybe here, shutting down the pressure. But now the jungle is opened up a bit for Newbee to go some deeper dives. Sylar doing 19-2, having the best time.
Yeah. Oh, Witch Doctor, I think, aired at Chen's movements, and Chen has been on the half of the map for pretty much all of the early game. And Night Stalker can do zoning duties up, especially this time, but they've kind of used the Witch Doctor out the Weaver, leaves TK vulnerable, and like he's out right now. Maybe they're with. And there's no tower, so it can go a very long way if they so desire.
Protecting it off.
Well, Ray is the least vulnerable hero on the side of LG.
Oh.
It's like a stick, so it makes sense that he's the most vulnerable lane.
Stalker is gonna get a little time here, so ADC is getting mid lane. He's gonna go stop the top rune.
Sad RT, that's the bull.
I'll deal with the serious physical lanes. Razor going mid, then bottom. C starting in the off lane, then over mid. Witch Doctor all over the place. RTK running from bottom, and then eventually up there. They adapt switching around.
Keep up, and they have the one in the opposite jungle to scout out the
Yeah, it hasn't really done anything, but now I think it may have seen him there at some point.
Those are two likely places to go, though, right? Like he's gonna have that, or he's gonna go to his jungle that warded up to.
Oh. Smoke tank here for the ADC.
Section.
Oh, my friend the courier. No, I haven't seen a courier recently. But they are happy to move. He's not detecting it. They got the sentries.
Oh, hello.
And move straight into them. Blinds. They the sentry. Number of T's coming on. I actually want to admit to this. And Slar is level 6, so he's got the amp damage to work with. The meteor rolls down onto DT. That will quickly delete him from the fight. But it doesn't mean there's nothing left to do with B, so this will survive.
Damn, NewBee were so fast about EPs. Then it's 3.
I gave him the best. One to tier 1, one to tier 2. Stalker. Roasted up.
Slaughter is moving around very this game. In fact, this game as a Phoenix last game is very point. Playing very aggressive, RT forcing like Doctor to show anywhere.
He's got to go for the soul. He's gonna try for it. Crush him. Straight kicks, and he actually gets a little assistance from move. That's even for the P-fit measure, and that is it's RDK just the meat grind.
Without Maledict though, I don't think it this kill. Even with Maledict, I don't know this kill.
Oh, too late. Defense back in him. No, back away.
So much space created. Zeus. Here. Yeah.
And to get an Invoker farm all the while.
Same with Weaver too. It's a good play from Zara. Early. That I think is the biggest problem. Because this Zeus is just going to be food. He shows up, and you know if he can get focused out.
And they have no gives to Slarp. Like, yeah, you've got the cast for the creeps, but that's not gonna help against.
Oh, look who it is!
Da-da-da! Oh! Slow on the stuns there. Already fortunate to get out.
Radiant's top tower is
Wow.
under attack.
That was like certain. But Chuan just split second slow.
Nice safe build though. Tranquil still fight him while offering good the Indiana. Like pure arcane boots is it's so but
They're going the mid lane. Stalker getting dove. There's the slot. Crush takes away about half of EDC's HP, but Stalker wanted none of it. Just still
hard around games. They want to kind of fill that role of being champion with play to it, but he doesn't have a like this.
Where RT is getting bullied. Little blue up and almost silly down to half health.
Okay, yes, soul. Not all you. It's level 6 too. So
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
made it there, kind of
Radiant
already
structures
pretty
are
useful.
fortified.
The nice tower from Noob. Pretty the star blink. And they've got a lane with the miss growth. Normally very reliable now. Good call. Can't really get enriched though.
Looks like Slark is going for this. Useful and creeps, although NewBee are playing a much faster beast, so might not have too much time for him.
Strict coming through in the mid lane. DD is very tinky. It's going back for later on. He'll start catch up in the jungle. He's now. Meanwhile, Sylar with the back of the mid, comes to the move, gets off the pound. The lead there, but oh, they get Zeus bolt for the vision and they get it full up the hill. DD secures the kill. Or TK back up has put level 6, so they now have a Zeus.
Good time. It's a nice chunk of SP and one of the most important hero kill. Wait, he bought up his gold right before he died. Very nice quick play from. Invis just not viable this game versus the Zeus. You have to be very aware of that, and that's movement by Slark to picking up what they think he's just farming his might.
Speaking of Slark, might have line out, needs it to finish flying out the career.
It's a wing.
I think he's got it.
So this very aggressively up mid. They have a very good observer there, and Zeus is gonna be trying to launch, and
They also have a ward. They've got an option.
they just go.
They should have at least one or two.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Smoke with Shen.
Can they Sylar? That's tough kill.
Roche.
Oh, take the EG playbook.
It's kind of cool.
LG
You aiming now, so, and you're gonna be playing defensively in that tower with Talon.
Smooth does go for the ulster build. We've seen so many different ways to play. Great. Sark, it's Neo, and he knows the war, but
Dire's middle
too late to
tower is
cast
under
and
attack.
would have died had he tried to. Who will be the spare? And Newbee, content with their price, will rotate
Radiant's top
towards
tower
mid.
is under
I'm not sure
attack.
if I wanted to go though because the but I think because he's I don't know, it was like 300 gold save up for like a blink on it. I guess blink's not over or verse, but there's blade or blinks so or silent night stalker spell dust.
I mean, Necro's definitely an option. They're pushing as well. But
Let's help. Like
Lincoln's, yeah.
top tower
man, he
has
loves
fallen.
Blink. All the Chinese carry with Lincoln. So for Zeus versus other.
LGD are just kind of fiddling here. 2-1 mid. Newbee sneak.
Radiant's top
Their
tower
way
is
in.
under attack.
Blink ready, swap ready. It's in time. Pop into a Sentinel could be pretty sweet, or a Slardar Crush, and there we go for Blink Crush initiation. They absolutely massacre DDC. Now on for a bit more. Right. Retreat out, and little soft bolt comes out from
Radiant's middle
but now he's
tower
gonna die
is
for
under
this.
attack.
I think he's coming from a wide the minus armor. Quickly takes care. So they get a 2 for nothing and a tower as well.
Radiant's middle tower
Right.
is under attack.
Showed signs of any two. This is
Bottom
yeah.
tower
Well,
is under
they are
attack.
not that long of defense 5-man lineup.
You'll see a lot of us there. They go
Radiant's
for a
middle
small
tower is
several
under
word
attack.
the in between the mid T1 and mid T2. That's a very common but we just weren't ready for that.
So we are just gonna keep trying to the swapping with the crush and not even they just bombard from afar. Like the go.
Radiant's
But
middle
Sylar
tower
trying to goes for the pounce, not gonna get too late. Except the and survive. Now the swap comes in full direct to the party of Newbee, and the kills just keep on coming. LGD averaging gold and experience and farming it. Newbee back it up. 8-2 now with their tricore on top, their sports on top. Newbee are winning absolutely every single phase of the game.
I think GD expect a new game though with like a Night Stalker first phase, but Newbee at this very well first game realizing to have a stronger 5
Radiant's
early game
top
predator.
tower is
So
Oh, this initiation too late. Another catch with crush and another kill. The board to the right to set it up.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Again, making it look easy.
Radiant's middle
And an
tower
overall
has fallen.
advantage at this point.
just a lot of smooth plays from the.
And the timing is just perfect. And Stark is absolutely weak. It's just my. There's not remotely combat. The Nuzlocke just didn't go in the jungle with the Iron Talon, which was a position support. And still doesn't even have ultimate. Like they just heal time. Going in again. Now, more down. Alright, there's the blink, the crush comes to
Radiant's top
strike,
tower
follow up on MMY. Wait up, back down there. They get the silence off on the then it doesn't. So MMY still dies. And Cal charges it, fight the massacre of the creeps begins in earnest. Main X completely so there's week's fun. So if the LGD are dying, they might just fight the
Radiant's
fourth
top
kill Signer
tower
able to
is
pop
under
his own.
attack.
And we'll barely make out, but well, that can't run. So we'll give more gold and experience way to new.
No way you GG up. No. Wait for 3s to be broken.
Radiant's
I'm sure
top
we
tower
will be
has
happy
fallen.
to oblige. Maybe not quite.
Yeah, LG just it's smart because he's like initiator because Night Stalker been on the defense studio, and then if he goes for Shadow Blade, not that is a slaughter. If he goes for Blink, it's also not because of damage. If he goes, he just push.
It is a this LG draft though. It's not like Newbee caught them by surprise. They picked Venge in for check
Yeah,
for 3, right? So I mean, you know it's coming.
I think they perhaps you have great early info. I mean, Chuan's competition. I think they have to respect him a little bit more. Amount of stuff he's done as well.
It's impressive to be completely lost their game plan from last game. good experience and versatility here. And they are going to take it to
Radiant's
bottom.
bottom tower
Sign
is under
test
attack.
from LGD. Aegis. It's not reclaimed, but it's the last tower gone at 17 minutes. So I imagine maybe after the back off, just get it next mission. And we'll see.
But what? Now
Radiant's
that's
bottom tower has fallen.
if they wait for slaughter.
Oh man,
Dire's
super
structures
confident.
are
They're going
fortified.
now. Screw the next throw. At least for the new item.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, but reaction back. How's gonna react into their well? Where he's headed. I think it's fear, and we're gonna just play it safe there. Swap him out. Time is back in. Then we'll Kuchi, but I think we may decide this is a little than they can get on right now.
Dire's
This
top
time,
tower
back away.
is under attack.
I still have to worry about podcast. It's gonna be a split. But I don't know. Razor is gonna go. He but he also needs BKG. Just like swarm with hell amp.
We're gonna move here on the GD. Down mid, they go. Be up in front. Good. So cut up the castle bounce. There's the defense. Too late. Trying a multiple hero crush, but get pop cast. The mirror cast just keeps on to coming. Cleans up from behind. So perhaps they get one big kill. They're looking for more. So rampage through their backlines. He's got the commit still. Ups it now. Two both cores and going for RK. It's on them in time. The Ven cast animation. A 2-2 exchange. That is a huge move, LG.
What did Invoker? What's Invoker try to go down? I think he like started and then he walked up to the creep wave. I think his Midas was just off cooldown. That happened, and he's I just want to pop my mind, even and then dies.
That was a banger for the Clark. I was with 3,000 down a week. It's in the distance.
Yeah, they saw the weave beyond the but Newbee still very preemptive on bottom lane. I think second Aegis, I think at that them, but starting a lot at that as well as just in general.
Yeah, and there's still a few him grab here. Weaver, Poker's set item. What is he gonna go for? He is for 3. You get the Deso, you get the next 3. You hopefully get the throw and be a sort of BK, and I imagine will be new second high ground temp, but much more fierce one. Oh, play is close to a pipe. That's very for the Venge and against the Zeus. Much.
Looks like they actually might have done next though. If they wanted to play an anti-put, get a Blinken BTs on Booker book 3. Maybe they expected the Sarko Shadow Blade instead, which would warp more on Necro, but he didn't show any split.
But he is spreading out from the team. We see consistently Mars on one side of that. On the big catch, Sunstrike comes through, stuns there, and they lock it down. Freedom will finish the job. Being another crucial kill. He has just not had much room to move in this game. It's only on for his life.
Only so
Dire's top
Yeah,
tower is under attack.
Saves. Like, NewBee, no swap, no channel. There's not mobility. But there is quality farming up a storm. Instead of it, they're pretty light in the AoE to control.
still tons of minus from New. They don't even have
Dire's
Medallion,
top tower
but
is
they
under attack.
still have Deso form and Ford. So very LG
And Rose is up again. Looks like he just respawned. So
was mega farmed.
2 minutes still. The awful wolf.
Mexico no Medallion from Vengeful Spirit. I mean, all versus the Zeus.
Giants fall out of favor.
Yeah.
This is the one where I see it on consistently.
It's still a great item. Their lineup, like, you might, well, if you might be able to kill, like, say, Repop Game for Slark before he pops all his cooldowns. So it's good in that regard. So you just need like a half second for the damage down.
So Slark was forced after a BKB. And some extra mobility. Trying to find some kills here. That Roshan is pretty much up at the point, but we'll go for objectives after Feeding Frenzy.
Need Slark on the line. Ooh, I think
he jumped in and he ran right to the water. But they are wrapping around from behind. They're good. None other than RT. They got Sylar. Big crush from too late. LA. 6 teamwork by nice.
Still very little. Yeah, like there were to there were smoked heroes to the south.
Yeah, it's like
it's like Shane's done.
They have some. The bench just opens. They're the swap head.
Oh, hello, RTK.
Off on Zeus. He should go home without some help. And pay. Now they actually try to push him.
Slark did.
They're the Alpha Wolf, the Reapers have arrived, and the Wolf is the door. The gonna go for Invoker, join the fray. Necro 3 available. There's just no real spam to slow this down. The Zeus dead. It's only great. Newbee has just been gifted the easiest lane tracks up the five. I don't even know. Back, but he'll take one, they'll content. And start feeling he has to get some done. Is chasing, but doesn't look like if anyone just the blink in 5 seconds. The Chen is not needing to force that. But Zeus comes out to try and a bit. They're just a tight little here. Can start finding him. Quan popped LA with the LGD. Still being, but the Weaver has one revolve. He's out at about half health. Sunstring me to hit him. The KB tries to back away, healing the swarm, pulling him down. That thing up here, and it's not gonna happen. How just them down to the base diving DC? Is he going for this one too? How? Hello, content. They got 4 kills. The Roshan pretty much there's the whip is ready. Take the rush, and then I think look LGD out of the.
Stomp by Chen.
And they hit their man at the very beginning of the draft too, but the execution was good from Newbee.
Also really nice stomp from the centaur. But two, and we had a retreat. There's a swarm cast from the Weaver. Even on the left too, he hit 4 heroes, which is pretty rare to see.
And that's just when you have the starter like, jumping and crushing, they at what point they're up to 30 gold. And even now, Newbee are going to be trying to crack space.
Overall, though, I don't think the supports of the handle the channel. They had the like heroes for it, but they still couldn't deal with it. Woodchucker now the right time. The stalker.
RTK hadn't thought him and got thoroughly for.
Yeah, can't lose a hero into a tower that have to commit a lot. They didn't.
It was efficient taking the tower, the kills and back. So now Cridio now we commit their siege. The Alpha Wolf it's in bouncy, but there's so many creeps that the cat can only offer. So, Newbee, second lane. So just no good way to run here. Run here, they not the behind, but heal behind him, but back. It's basically good goal. It's the most difficult to kill approach ever, and they that's like next now. Kills LGD here before they get knocked out into a 3. Are gonna by diving the fountain. This is where has the most fall. And there's the GG, LGD. Just ripped up. This series has been pretty stompy so far.
It's one of the worst feelings as a where you BKB and then you have to run in the middle of the fight.
So you just die and still.
But new well executed team strat off the back of a nicely played Chen, especially Slaughter. He wasn't an aim, but what he did TK, that was brutal. They need to give TK